Once again, we on Light Skin Television. We got the God Yogi. You know what I mean? No stranger to the platform. Out here, Bags and Bodies versus the Riot.
Body shit, you know what I'm saying?
Electrifying battle, man.
Shit, you know what I'm saying? Do like Louisiana was happening with it.
Man, tell them who your opponent was, bro.
Man, I battled that nigga Hansel, 3-round battle.
Now, the crowd
was all his.
I'm not gonna say that. He won the battle. But we enjoyed both of y'all. I was gonna ask the water reference, the water skiing for 3 rounds. Give us a background on why you use the water skiing.
The same reason he used the water skiing for 3 rounds. That's why I don't like that was weaponized against me.
Okay.
Did he not bring up my boat accident and use water and his name being Water and attack the same way? His name is Water. His nickname Water. His name is Hansel, but his nickname is Water. The nigga used that for 3 rounds, the whole angle, and buried the fucking angle itself. And then niggas used that same penalty against me and said I used water the whole time.
Did a lot of the energy between y'all, because it got chippy for 3 whole rounds, come from the energy from the face-off?
My energy always on 10, but the energy in that moment came from when I told that bitch ass nigga don't touch me, and the nigga touched me. My nigga, okay. I could have flipped just then because man.
Right, there's a lot on the line.
But I said, since, okay, now you open the Pandora's box. We touching now, I'm going to extra touch you, bitch. And I touched that nigga up. Okay. Yeah, I touched that nigga the fuck up.
At what point did you feel like, man, let me put the brakes on?
I didn't feel like it.
You never felt like that at all?
At any moment, it could have went wherever he wanted it to go. I was ready to speak for you. The next touch, I ain't ain't got no, yeah. What happened, happened. And what would have happened, what's going to happen, and what will happen, all that.
How you feel about your material in all 3 rounds as a whole?
That nigga. Wash that nigga. 30 ball.
You know what I was hearing from people behind me, and I was thinking kind of the same thing. Your shit was so intricate.
But
listen to me for a second. Your speed was so rapid fire. We couldn't even digest it with our ears till about 2 bars later. Oh, he said, I even seen some battle rappers in the crowd, Top Floor Mar, like, oh, he late with it. And then you done landed another one and we done missed it.
That's my style.
And that's your style. Okay.
You would never,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. Everybody can't read numeric code, binary code.
Right.
I'm cryptic. I fall like the Matrix. The way the lyrics fall like numbers from the Matrix, nigga. You can't
Special
read the
trained ears and minds can catch it type thing.
So I already knew. As I was preparing for this, I was battling, arguing with myself back and forth. Like, do I want to win in the building or do I want to win at home? You know what I'm saying? I'm at home.
I think that's the question I was trying to. I didn't know how to.
I'm at home.
Okay.
I know that for a fact.
So YouTube might tell a whole different story.
YouTube gonna tell a different story. The only niggas who gonna say different is his niggas who we brought here. It's a lot of Cali niggas in the building. Shout out Cali, man. Y'all did y'all thing tonight.
I feel like the crowd here felt like his shit was more easily digestible because of his pace and everything. I think the pacing had a lot to do with the trained ears of the people in the building, but at the same time, he was dropping some shit for 3 rounds.
It was a lot of dry spots. He was talking for a lot of time. He was talking for a long time.
Okay.
And then he'll land one. And then he'll talk for a long time and then land one.
I think I'm saying the same thing as you.
Yeah.
But when he landed, could you admit he was landing?
It was a good land.
He was landing.
But can you admit when he landed, it could have been anybody standing right there. Some of that shit had nothing to do with me. A lot of the boat flips did. That was cool.
Okay.
But a lot of that shit was just generic. Something you know what I'm saying? Could any nigga who from Bags and Bodies was just like some generic, not even Bags and Bodies, just generic.
Just period.
Just rap, period, yeah.
Which round you feel as though was your strongest?
All them bitches. I honestly felt like, oh shit, man. I can't even call the strongest because the crypticness and the way I designed the shit, the attack was angled to be different things. All 3 phases of what I did. Even in the 3rd, I just drowned the nigga in a pure, probably like no crowd reaction, 6-minute round.
I feel like you was crisp and pristine through all 3 rounds, but your 3rd might have been the best body of work.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the hardest shit you said. Like some of the hardest shit you said was in the 1st.
Right.
But the 3rd was like, oh.
Yeah.
With the order of the battle, with you going top of the 3rd, I was like, oh, this round might not be able to be beat, period. You know what I mean? Right, but still, people in the building was saying that he won the 3rd.
At home shit, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I felt like I did right up in that angle because, like I said,
I felt like you rode up.
Yeah, for the 3rd round, I rapped 6
You was ready for anything.
So I was ready to, you know what I'm saying? I could have kept going too, but my pace came from a lot of me being in intruder setting before, and knowing the opposition usually is gonna dominate the crowd. I was caught off guard in the first intruders battle in the Hustle, and he majority of the crowd, they had like roughly 50 people, no exaggeration, in the crowd, versus the neutral setting, and then the 8 people who are on Bags and Bodies who gonna cheer for them. And so in this setting, I already knew what the
you already broke down the schematics
so,
of who's in the
so
crowd.
my pace was set for the reaction. I didn't get any.
That's different.
I'm not rapping for reaction because I know it's his crowd.
Damn.
I knew it was his crowd. That's why I didn't stop. They trying to trick you to believe that they fucking with you so that you can pace off, so that you can have a dry spot, so you can land one and fall flat.
He was heavy on the personals. How important you think that was the way people perceived the battle in his favor? Like, you think he really rapped as good as his personals was? Like, outside the personals, do you think his material lined up with yours round for round?
Horrible rapping. The rapping wasn't on my level. No idea or imagine the figure. What it was the personals, like I said, and him reiterating it multiple times. Why I don't get how I was weaponized in my angle. Like, how you say I said something too much and he literally said something too much. Like, but you know what I'm saying?
Regardless of how people see it, Hellified battle in the building. Everybody enjoyed it. I don't feel like there was a whole lot of bias outside of people's camps. If there, you know what I mean, if there was any bias, but I feel like everyone enjoyed themselves no matter how they called it. But you bring up a good point. And I always say this. It does matter who's in the house and how people perceive and how people enjoyed it. But 99% of people that see battles, they see it on a screen. They see it on their phone. They see it on a laptop. They stream it to their 70-inch television at home. They can watch it as much as they want at their leisure, a million times, rewind it, pause it, and a lot of people see something. I'll give you a great example. The battle before y'all, you know, I'll be walking around the crowd asking people, sometimes with the camera, sometimes without. I get at least 10 to 20 people so I can get a percentage. 7 people said one person won it. 3 people said the other person won it. The judges had the whole separate way.
That was with the first battle, right?
Right, with the first battle. So you just never know how it takes in the building to how it takes at home. You know what I mean? When people see
your rapport with people build a lot with your decision and judging.
That means a lot. I think it does. We was talking about that.
It definitely do. You know what I'm saying? One of the judges, I never shook his hand in my life, so I think that played a part.
That type of thing.
And the fact that he actively knows that. It's like that's in the back of a nigga mind.
I know that.
All of that, yeah.
Moving forward in judge battles, I'm about to cut it short. If you feel a battle is closer than what it seems, with 3 judges, you feel like if it's that close, could you go Apollo style, like, yo, crowd, what y'all feel? When it got that kind of money on the floor, $100, $50 one thing. With that kind of money, thousands of dollars on the floor.
Yeah, for sure. With that kind of money, you would want to kind of go through the crowd, and then with the crowd, whole total reaction, and then you would kind of want to go with maybe online voting, so you could let all them judges feel how they feel. Like they
let it breathe for 48 hours to get it online.
The crowd might have said I won, and then online might have said I won. So that'd be 3 judges. All 3 of the judges be 1 judge.
Let's get in here and see these battles before they lock us out. The God Yogi, always a pleasure, my brother. Great battle. Bags and Bodies. You see what it is, Light Skin Television, and we out. Peace.